Hello, in this video we will discuss about the plant tissue culture. So the fundamental principle first of all we will discuss, and we will discuss about the whole detail about the plant tissue culture. So the plant part or explant must be isolated from the rest of the plant body, and when we will separate, the explant must be maintained in a controlled, preferably defined nutrient medium. It means the related nutrients from the explant should be. A specific condition must be maintained. A specific condition means the temperature and their environment as well as their nutrients, which that is the requirement for the plant. So let's begin to understand about the hormonal triggering for the development and the cell growth. So here I am drawing the test tube for understanding, which contain our nutrient media, which that is basically the complete nutrition for the growth of the plant and development. So here is the initial explant we will put. It means the mass of the cell we will introduce on some cell or some sample. So the no growth will be occurring when we will provide the not provide the indoleatic acid, but the cytokine is 0.2 milligram per liter if we will provide. So that will means no growth will be occur while the development will trigger. And after this, the callus formation due to the 2 milligram per liter oxine indolactic acid provide. So in this way again we will decrease the oxine and cytokinin variation to increase and decrease on the basis of requirement and callus formation. So here you can see the horizontally show the indolactic acid and cytokinin for the controlling mechanism of the development of root and shoot in the presence of 2 indolactic acid, while 0.2 milligram per liter is the cytokinin. So that means you should know about that. And here we will discuss about the plant culture. So the plant culture is different type: embryo culture, callus culture, cell suspension, anther culture, and ovule culture or protoplast. So let's begin to understand one by one to understand what is that. So first of all, we should need to understand the embryo culture technique. So here is the seed. This is the embryo isolation from the seed. When I isolate the embryo from the seed, we'll put into the tissue culture medium. And when we will put that into the tissue culture medium, the temperature should be maintained, the light should be maintained. It means the dark place should be, and the nutrient should be reliable. And in this way, the solid media contain nutrients. So solid media we are using for the development of the embryo isolation. So the temperature should be 25 degrees Celsius in the culture media, and the light should not come, and so it is the dark place. While the another is the next step, we will discuss the root and shoot stage. So the root and shoot stage is a 2 centimeter plant will be when grows. So the shoot and root formation will be occur. And in this stage, we will provide the light for more growth. And when will more growth, so that implantation in soil should be important. And in this way, the light will be continuously to produce the photosynthesis to more growth of that plant. So the minute plant, the embryo will become a whole plant, which that is basically equal to the explant or embryo of the explant. So the callus culture we will discuss now. So what is the meaning of callus? Callus means the mass of the cell, the group of the cell we will excise or isolate from the explant. So when we will provide in the normal temperature, again 25 degrees Celsius. So in this way here is the test tube which contain all media, all nutrient media is basically is the organized mass of cell. We are here is organized the mass of cell. So the meristematic cell in callus form. So the meristematic means the multi-potential for the dividing and the differentiation and specialization of the stem cell into the another, for example, xylem and phloem. So let's begin to understand another is the transformation into the soil. So when this meristematic cell in calyx formation to produce root and shoot system, we can put into the soil for further growth. So this was the calyx culture. It means the calyx culture. While on the other hand, the cell suspension is important factor. And this is the cell suspension mean we will suspend the cell into the nutrient media. So here is the nutrient media, and we will put the cells when we will isolate from the explant to put into the nutrient media, and suspension will be occur and the liquid media. This is this is the liquid medium. And cell suspension is also used for plant tolerance against salt, herbicides, pesticides, chemicals, and we can identify that, and we can identify the pesticides effect and chemicals effects. So the cytokinin and indolextic acid must be important for cell division by hormone. So the identification of the nutrient plus other chemicals we can identify, and we can say that this chemical is toxic for this plant, so we should not need to spray for the pesticide because the plant is a plant also will die. So that is the reason. And here is the anther culture mean the anther culture for the production of haploid plant by gametes. So we can increase by a gamete so that haploid will be formed. So the ovule culture we will discuss. So this is the ovule which contain antipodous cell, embryo sac, egg cell, synergids and nucleus and micropyle. So in this way we can put funiculous ovules are present, and we will separate the ovule. And culture technique is an important technique in modern plant breeding. Ovule culture allow direct hybridization of various species such as glycine, gossypium, cotton, and Nicotiana tabacum, and Brassica campestris. What that means? That means we can hybridized due to the our choice of gametes or pollen will be introduced by the fertilization and to give a culture into the culture media to produce the recombinant culture media. The recombinant plant will be formed in the culture media. So let's talk about the next is the protoplast. Protoplast is the important also. So the protoplast mean the living part of the cell. So remember about that. What is the living part and what is the non-living part in the cell we will discuss first, and next we will understand about that. So the protoplast is the inside of the cell is the jelly-like structure contain nucleus, vacuole and many more organelles, while the cell wall is the dead part of the cell, and this is made up of cellulose. So we can separate by maceration, that is the that is the function is known as the maceration. And in the case of maceration, the cellulase enzyme used to separate the cell wall. So here is the protoplast will be formed, which contain plasma membrane, cytoplasm, vacuole, nucleus. So we can put this protoplast. See, this is the protoplast, and we can put into the it is used for study of plant improvement, modification and somatic hybridization. So somatic hybridization is also occur, but in this case you should need to understand that gamete can be also introduced for the a new combination. But in this case, important thing is that the protoplast will develop again the cell wall, so we can also identify the gene activation. So let's talk about here is the sporophyte is 2n diploid will produce the gametophyte from the sporangium to the gametes production, and gametophyte is the haploid. So this is the isolates the calyx, and after the isolation of the calyx to in vitro culture After the in vitro culture, the suspension culture will be occur. This suspension culture mean the medium is liquid and the cell will embedded in the and suspend into the culture medium. So in this way, here is the protoplast. We will discuss about this. So first of all, the protoplast is treat and test for checking the chemicals, stress, and we will discuss. So here is a treat and test for checking. So the phytotoxin mean the toxin for the plant, and pesticides, herbicides, and stress we can check due to this experiment is the tissue culture. And salt tolerance by the providing of the high salt in the nutrient media, and temperature by the providing of high or low temperature, and drought mean the dryness, and in this way we can check it out. So after this the selection will be occur, and we can introduce into the in vitro culture for long term storage or induction of calyx, so that we can produce the calyx formation. After the many more calyx can be formed, and again the induction of root shoot regeneration will be occur, and the again the same plant will be developed. So this was the plant tissue culture, which that is very important for the botanical and the biotechnological field.